Shabbat Shalom. It is so wonderful to be together tonight. So wonderful to see so many of our old Shabbaton friends. Welcome, Shabbaton people. Come on in and take a seat, and we're going to get started. You might remember this little tune from our old song leader, Ari. Join me. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend. And together we will walk in the path of Hashem. Come on and take a seat. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend. And together we will walk in the path of Hashem. One more time, don't walk. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend. Together we will walk in the path of Hashem.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
We are fresh off electing a new leader. We are looking ahead to a promising future.
Woohoo!
We are excited to strengthen all the best parts of our community. Am I talking about us or am I talking about the Torah portion? Come on, people. All right. Spoiler alert. So we are celebrating 100 years of our community, being a community. And from right now onward, we're going to have these Spotlight Shabbats. We're going to have these Centennial Spotlight Shabbats. Tonight, we're celebrating miracles. Tonight, we're celebrating miracles that are both the Shabbaton program,
Woohoo!
and snaps for Shabbaton, snaps or silent timbrels, and Chavurah. So our Chavurots are these incredible family groups that came together intentionally, sometimes by accident, and stuck together. We're going to talk a little bit more about that throughout our evening, but we're honoring that by being together, by singing some familiar songs, having some group learning. As I'm sure you've started to see, there's words around the room. We'll have some group learning a la Shabbaton, and we're going to have a little fun retelling our Torah portion. So I actually need a few people to volunteer for some skits throughout our evening. So I need somebody to take on the part of Pharaoh. Who would like to be Pharaoh tonight? Who would like to be Pharaoh? Minister one. Who would like to be Minister one tonight?
Minister?
Minister
What?
one. Not a crazy part. There we go. Just as we need a minister one, we'll need a minister two. Minister two, somebody. Anybody. Minister two. There we go in the back there. We're also going to need Israelite one. Israelite one. Who would like to be Israelite one? All right. And you're in luck. We have Israelite two and three as well. Israelite one for you. That's our hand back here for Israelite two. Oh, you wanted one? You wanted to be Israelite one.
Yeah.
Israelite two. Anybody right there? Perfect.
Yeah, Jesse.
Moses.
I know.
Who wants to play the part of Moses tonight? Greg, no hands? Yeah. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Here we go. Moses. And what else do we have? What else do we have? We have, I promised Israelite 3. We had Israelite 1 and 2 out there. There we go. And then the role of God. The role of God.
No pressure.
The role of God. The role of God. Anyone? Darcy?
Oh, yeah.
Or to play it? And Aaron. Aaron, Moses' brother. Moses' brother Aaron, who would like to play? Who would like to play somebody? There we go. We're going to tag all of you. So throughout the evening, we are going to act out different chunks of our Torah portion at the appropriate time. We'll call you forward for your scene. You'll come on up. You'll stand in a line here, and we will reenact our Torah portion. Before we do any of that, let's turn to a neighbor, wish them Shabbat Shalom, introduce yourself, welcome them into this space, please.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. A little bit. Is it a little bit more? Do you mind?
All right, we're continuing to welcome ourselves into this space. Let us welcome in our Shabbat angels. We're on page 11. Page 11. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Bi-Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu li leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon.
invite up two upcoming B'nai Mitzvah, Judah and Jesse, and their families. Please join us up here.
It's the tricky part. Ooh, almost.
Hey now. Oh, I saw a spark. I saw a spark. All right, let's get another one. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. Let's get another one.
You got this.
No, that's the square. That's the square we're working with.
There.
So Neil light one, Jess will light with the other one. It's okay. It's all right. Their services are in a few weeks. It's fine. We've got time. Let's bring in our lights. Let's bring in this love. Let's bring in community as we offer our blessings.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
I'm going to turn to page 8. Continue to welcome in all of this joy, all this love. Page 8, we offer Yedid Nefesh.
I
page 20. So we offer Psalm 95, Lechu Naranana.
Lechu neranana, lechu neranana l'Adonai, lechu neranana l'Adonai, nari al-tzor yishenu. Your song sheets. The top one, Oziv Zimrat Ya Vayehili Lishua. It is from this week's Torah portion, where the Red Sea parts and the Israelites walk through on dry land. So I'm going to teach you this new Oziv Zimrat Ya. It's not so new, but it's new for us. Oziv Zimrat Ya, Vayili Lishua. Oziv Zimrat Ya, Vayili Lishua. Oziv Zimrat Ya, Vayili Lishua. Oziv Vayili Lishua. Oh, 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 Oziv Zimrat Ya, Vayili Lishua. Oziv Zimrat Ya, Vayili Lishua. Oziv Yeshua, Oziv Zimradia, Vaihili Yeshua, Oziv Zimradia, Vaihili Yeshua, Oziv Zimradia, Vaihili Yeshua.
It's a good one. Page 27, we will welcome in Shabbats. And by 27, I clearly meant 29. Just making sure you're all following along. 29, we welcome in Shabbats. Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi, Mikra Kala, Bene Shabbat, Lekabela, Shamor v'Zachor v'Dibur Echad, Yishme'anu Eloheinu Adonai Echad, Shemo Echad, V'Shem Tiferet.
page 31, we join together for Mizmor Shir.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, ולזמר לשמחה עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבר, עלי היגיון וכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, ולזמר לשמחה עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, אמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבר, עלי היגיון וכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, ולזמר לשמחה עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבר, עלי היגיון בכינור, עלי היגיון בכינור.
Scene number 1. We need Pharaoh, Minister 1 and 2. Please join us up here. Pharaoh, Minister 1, Minister 2. God led the children of Israel by the way of the Sea of Reeds. Moses took the bow of the children of Israel, buried the cave of Machpelah. A pillar of cloud led them by day, a pillar of fire led them by night. Meanwhile, at Egypt,
Suspense.
we'll invite you to rise. We'll join together on page 36 for Martha.
Yada lai lai lai, 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 yada lai lai lai. Baruchu et Adonai, HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed.
Judah and Jesse will be leading us in our Shema and Ve'ahavta. We're on page 38.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We need Israelite number 1, Israelite number 2, Moses, minister 1, and Pharaoh. Back up here, please. Well. Israelite 1, whenever you're ready. And Moses held out his arm over the sea. And the Lord drove back the sea and turned it into dry land. And the pillar of the cloud came between the army of Egypt and the Israelites. Moses and the children of Israel sang songs of praise. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha ner darba kodesh. And Miriam led the women in dance and song. I'm going to invite you all to find your song sheets. I'm going to invite Jesse to help pass out some tambourines to everybody. Judah, come forward. You're going to help us distribute some drums.
Jesse, this one over there. Yeah, and Kevin. Penguin. All right, on your song sheets. Ready? I think we're ready. And the women dancing with the timbrels followed Miriam as she sang a song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long.
You sound great.
Miriam was a weaver of unique variety. The tapestry she wove was one which sang our history. With every strand and every thread she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances toward the light. And the women dancing with the timbrels followed Miriam as she sang a song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. Verse 2. When Miriam stood upon the shores and gazed across the sea, the wonder of this miracle she soon came to believe. Whoever thought the sea would part with an outstretched hand, and we would pass to freedom and march to a promised land. And the women dancing with the timbrels followed Miriam as she sang a song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And Miriam the prophet took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang with praise and might. We just lived through a miracle, we're gonna dance tonight. Shake those timbrels, and the women dancing with the timbrels followed Miriam as she sang a song. Sing a song to one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long.
Very nice. You sound great. Keep those timbrels because we are turning to page 41. Page 41 for Vishamru. Good shake. Let's give a good shake. Give a good shake.
Veshamru B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat ledorot ha'perit olam. Veshamru B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat ledorot ha'perit olam. Bein uben B'nai Yisrael, oh nafash Shabbat vayinafash v'shamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם בריד עולם v'shamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם בריד עולם.
Part 3. We need Moses, Israelites 1, 2, and 3, and God.
All right, we will stop here at Marah for the night.
Woe that we have left Egypt. The water of Marah smells funny.
I shall make it sweet. Now stop complaining. Next stop is Elim, where there are 70 palm trees and 12 wells of water.
Woe to us that we left Egypt. We are hungry. At least in Egypt, we always had beer breaking, good food.
One more, woe is us, and I will scream. My goodness, you're picking people. First you want water, and now you want food.
And the Israelites ate manna for 40 years until they came to a settled land. From the wilderness of Zin, they traveled to Rephidim. Got to the narrator. They didn't. And Moses brought forth water from the rock, and they called the place Massah and Meribah, for they tried the Lord to know if he would help them. We're going to turn to page 44. I'm going to invite you to rise. We're going to offer a private, silent Amidah. Pages 44 through 50. You can either pray the words on the pages or the words in your hearts. And when you're ready, you may be seated again. each week whenever we gather for Shabbat, for intentional prayer, we take time and space to offer blessings of gratitude, of request, and we also take some time to honor those in our friend group, in our families, in our communities who are in need of healing. We know that healing takes time. Even when we want it to happen so quickly, we know that it takes time. And earlier this week, the remains of the final hostage was returned to Israel. I wanted to, just before we entered into a space of healing, I wanted to read you words, a poem by an Israeli rabbi that she wrote and she shared with our people. With broken hearts and with overflowing gratitude, we offer thanks before you, Adonai, our God, and God of our ancestors, for you have sustained us, upheld us, and brought us to this moment. Days and nights of hope and anguish, of grief and longing, have reached their end. Blessed is the one who is good and who does good, for bringing to rest all those who fell in the terror of Simchat Torah 5784, until the final fallen one, Ron Gvili, of blessed memory. May it be your will that we merit to build and to repair, to heal and to renew, and to behold a new future for all who dwell in this land. Amen. If there are any names for whom you'd like to offer a healing blessing, we invite you to please share them at this time.
Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habracha imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
May they be healed. We'll call forward Aaron and Moses for our final scene. Moses stood on the top of the hill with the rod in his hands. Whenever he held up his hands, the Israelites would start winning. But when his hand dropped, the Amalekites prevailed. So Aaron and a man named Hur stood on either side of Moses, and they supported his hands, and Joshua defeated Amalek that day. Cursed be Amalek, let his name be blotted out. Let's give some snaps, some silent timbrels to all of our Parsha players. So we're about to engage in these words that have been around the room all evening. The purpose of bringing together different groups to spotlight our community, I think, is part of the value that we share of who makes up our community, right? There are so many incredible individuals who come into this building for whatever reason, right? Whether it's Parent and Me, whether it's for Torah study, whether it's for family study or family engagements, or on their individual level, right? There's so much that this community offers and has offered over our 100 years of being a community. And it's incredible. It continues to evolve and adapt and will continue to with your interests, with the things that challenge us from the outside world, that bring us together when we need to be together, through challenge, through joy. The Shabbaton program, for those who are not aware, who is here in the Shabbaton program? Hands up. Who is a part of the Shabbaton program? All right, hands down. Thank you, thank you. So the Shabbaton program was this magical little program that happened for a few years on Saturday afternoons, and it was like an offshoot of religious school, but it wasn't just for students. Normally, religious school, you drop your kids off, you go run in Canyon for a little bit, you get a coffee, you enjoy your 3 hours, and then you come back, you get them, and then you leave. Not Shabbaton. All right, not Shabbaton. Shabbaton was a full family experience where the adults came into the building with their students, and we'd start together, and we'd often begin with a little A, as we did tonight. Kind of ground us in melody, ground us in ritual. We'd often do skits to start planting the seeds for what the topic of discussion was going to be that day. The students will go to class, learn for a little bit. The adults would stay in the room with the rabbi and learn for a little bit, and they'd come back together, and we'd end Shabbat together. We'd end with this ritual, Havdalah, which is incredible. Strongly recommend if you haven't ever tried it. It's really, really beautiful, and we come together, and through that process, deep friendships were made. Truly, truly, truly deep partnerships were made that continue through this day, and a lot of their own rituals became, right? In that Havdalah circle, I remember many, many young children would want to get lifted up in the Eliyahu, like Eliyahu Hanavi. And it was this whole thing that you wanted to get lifted up as a whole, right? And so it became, I know. And it was this beautiful thing. And Chavorot, also, this incredible thing that happened because of this building, but often happened outside of this building. Often gathering for Shabbat, for holidays, for whatever, for learning sessions, for life cycle events, just to be a support group for one another. And it really also created these incredible bonds that persist to this day, right? And again, it happened in this like magical moment when we were looking for that, when people were looking for that. People still talk about how amazing it is. People are still in a Havurah. Raise your hand if you're still in a Havurah from all those many years ago, right? And I think these programs existed in very parallel fashions, right? Shabbaton was a Havurah of sorts, right, for what it was, and the Havurah obviously continues on to create opportunities of engagement. And so many times, either of these groups would get together, talk, learn together, so I want to take a little bit of time to kind of blend all of that for this short amount of time, this little window. So around the room, we have quotes. We have a bunch of quotes, all kind of leaning into the Parsha this week, some of the bigger themes of faith and courage. Right? What does it mean to move forward? What does it mean to choose to move forward, especially when there's challenge that you're feeling, that you're facing? And so around the room, there's a bunch of quotes. I would like to give you just a little bit of time to, on your own, walk, peruse, read all of these. And once you've read them all, gravitate towards the one that you're connecting most with right now, the one that's resonating with you the most. And you're going to read a few, and you're like, I like that. I like that one, right? But just choose one. Choose one that is resonating most with you right now, and then once you're there, I'll give you next instructions. So get on up, everybody. Walk around. They're all over the room.
Just, yeah, music. Source music, as they call it. Yeah. Of the elevator variety.
Take about 2 more minutes, keep walking around, and slowly start gravitating towards the one that is resonating with you most right now. 2 more minutes to find the quote that is speaking to you. All right. At this point, you should either be standing near your quote or on your way to that quote. And the next part of our activity is to explain to someone at that quote with you or someone near that quote. Maybe you're by yourself at that quote. That's totally fine. But you're going to find someone near you, and you're going to share with them why this quote is resonating with you right now. What is it about these words that are speaking to you in this moment? Either about faith, about courage, maybe there's something else. Be a little vulnerable. Part of being in a chavurah, part of being a part of Shabbaton is to share and open up. So here's your chance. You can go around, find at least one other person to speak with just for a few minutes. And make sure you introduce yourself. Hey there. How are you? Very good, thank you. You can say what? Yeah. No. You like to have what? Hi there. from them, but a few of them came back already. But I'm debating right now internally. Take about 1 more minute. You can make your way back to your seats. All right, make your way back to your seats, please. Come on back. Come on back. All right. So I want to ask that you give yourselves some snaps and some silent timbrels for engaging in conversation. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you opening up for a little bit. I know we told you to, but you could have just stood there with your arms crossed, but you didn't, and we appreciate that. I want to share a little something, which I'll introduce in a moment. But with regards to the faith and courage, right? Obviously, those are themes for the Torah portion, right? That gets lifted up in terms of the waters parting, having the courage to follow Moses, follow God. These Israelites don't even know who God is yet, and that's like, sure, we have faith, we have courage, we're going to do it. And the waters part even when they didn't think they were going to, and they finally achieve what they were wanting, right? And they're following an individual with vision, right? And they're moving through the unknown, right? It takes a lot of faith and courage, not so dissimilarly to what it took to start a Shabbaton program, right? And to come to that, something totally brand new, not so dissimilar to a chavurah, right? To have faith in that process of like, well, who are these people? I don't know these people, and now I have to be their best friend, right? But to show up, to show up and to show up again, and to show up again, and to show up again, and to have faith in that process that this was going to be successful, and I would say they were. I want to share some words. This is, I don't know how many of you know the Jewish catalog. This is the first Jewish catalog from 1973. Phenomenal resource, truly. We'll talk about it some other points. Maybe we'll have a program where you can come talk about it. But I want to read you what they share about a chavurah. But they're using chavurah as friendship in a very specific context, but I think it applies to just community in general. So I want to read this to you. Many of us are lonely and hunger for meaning beyond our limited selves. We seek genuine fellowship and joy with others and the excitements of encounter with the transcendent and the discovery of our roots in the past. One answer to our quest seems to be emerging from the youth culture, the creation of a new form of extended family, communes, co-ops, and in the Jewish counterculture, the Havurah. A Havurah is a core community of individuals who care for one another personally and strive to attain a shared human and Jewish consciousness through shared activities and experiences. In this way, a community structure is gradually built, and the Havarah becomes a meaningful center in the lives of its Havarim, of its members. The task of creating a Havarah is most difficult, given the individualistic and institutional conditioning that is at the root of American living patterns. A Havarah cannot be built overnight. A group that wishes to become an interdependent community must accept the fact that this will require change in both the outer and inner patterns of living, and such change, if it is to become genuine change, can only come about over a prolonged period of time, and possibly with a great deal of the tension that comes with growth. Such a community can only develop through compromise. But compromise and consensus should not be attained through the mere repression of individual conscience. We should attempt to create a structure that retains the polarity of individual and community, rather than merely seeking a framework in which the individual escapes from their autonomy and becomes dependent upon the will of the group. Want to offer a blessing. It's our traditional blessing, it's our ancient blessing, taken straight from Torah. To all of you who had courage, who had faith in the process of belonging to Shabbaton, of engaging in a Havarah over these many years, of being a part of our Temple Israel Hollywood community. And so we'll invite you to please rise.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Ken yehi ratzon.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
Ken yehi ratzon.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Ken yehi ratzon. May God keep each and every one of you close, protecting you always with blessing. May God's light shine upon you and through you, so that as you courageously walk through this world, with each step that you take, you bring more and more light into it. And may it bring you a sense of peace and a sense of comfort, knowing that you are loved. And let us say, Amen. I'm going to join together on page 282 for Aleinu. We'll remain standing.
He
As we enter this time and space of memory, members of our community are remembering Eliana Burlfine, Leon Dueck, Salvador Estrada, Edith Frank, Evelyn Goldsmith, Joseph Grossman, Jerome Halper, Esther Kaplan, Louis Katz, Faith Korthuer, Bella Kurtz, Meyer Littman, Hyman Lisker, Francesca Ronnie Primus, Bertha Rosner, Pearl Rosenfeld, Sherry Samadin, Paul Schneiderman, Bruce Siegel, Mazal Suleimani, Ida Trimmer, Marilyn Ruth Wolf. In the last 30 days, members of our community have lost Cynthia Berenbaum, Helen Feinberg, Peter Grunberg, Mark Hurwitz, Sonny Katz Tischler. And just this week, members of our community have lost Frank Schreiber, Jeffrey Smalley. If the name of your loved one has been mentioned aloud, we'll invite you to please rise so that we may acknowledge those among us who are remembering. And if you'd like to add a name or names, we'll invite you to please rise and either share their name out loud or just hold them in your heart. And if it's your custom to rise alongside those who are remembering, we'll invite you to do so, either physically or spiritually. We're turning to page 292 as we offer these words of Kaddish Yatom to support those who are remembering, as well as to say these words for those who have no one to say it for them. Yit Gadal, V'yit Gadash, Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divira Kirate, Ve'amlich Malchute, B'chayechon Uv'yomechon, Uv'chaye Dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala Uvizman Kariv V'imru, Amen. Yehe Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'alam Olamei Almaya, Yit Barach, V'yit Tabach, V'yit Pa'ar, V'yit Romam, V'yit Naseh, V'yit Hadar, V'yit Ale, V'yit Halal, Shemei Kudasha, B'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, Amen.
Oh, say shalom. Oh, say shalom. Shalom, shalom, May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
Inside those programs that have been on your seats all evening, as well as on our website, you will see that we are very busy. Yes, Purim's coming up. Yes, we all know. We all know. All right, Purim's coming up. But before then, there's tons of things for you to engage in. This Sunday, the women of TIOH are having a Tu B'Shvat Seder in honor of Tu B'Shvat, the birthday of the trees. If you haven't been to a Seder before, a Tu B'Shvat Seder, please join us for that. That would be great. There's a lot of stuff coming up. We've got conversation with the Red Tent Fund. We've got Repro Shabbat. We've got movie screenings. We've got Purim. And we have so much else. David, did you want to say something? I'm going to invite up our two B'nai Mitzvah again to lead us in Kiddush. They're going to join it. Judah and Jesse, please join us up here.
Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava uratzon inhilanu, zikaron l'maaseh b'reishit. Ki hu yom tehila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher letziyat Mitzrayim. Ki banu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim l'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon Inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, v'kadesh ha-Shabbat l'chaim.
Look at that, that's nice. Take a sip, enjoy that. It's just juice, don't worry. And they're going to offer our blessing over our challah, hamotzi. Please join them.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, te'avon.
Te'avon, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We've got some challah. We've got a little